Welcome to Botany A to Z. In today's video, we'll be discussing three types of the germination. The common one is the epigeal germination, and we have hypogeal germination. And apart from them, a rare one called as Viviparous. We will see these all three types of germinations in this video. Let's talk about the epigeal and the hypogeal. See, as we know, a seed comprises of an embryo in the seed comprises of many parts, and the lower portion hypocotyle, the upper portion called as epicotyle. Then there is the embryonic shoot, pilumule, and we have the radicle, the embryonic root. In case of epigeal germination, the lower part of the embryo, that is the hypocotyle, it elongates, and as it elongates, it pushes the rest of the embryo above the ground, because hypocotyle is lower portion. So when it will start growing, it will push the rest of the embryo above the ground. As a result, when the germination occurs, when finally the pilumule has to come out of the seed, at that time the cotyledons are above the ground. The cotyledons open above the ground. That is why epigeal germination, above ground germination. So the logic, the funda is this, that if hypocotyle is elongating much than the upper part, than the epicotyle part, this hypocotyle will push the embryo above the ground. As a result, when the cotyledons will open, the whole episode will occur on the surface of ground, above the ground, and it will be called as epigeal germination. Like we have beans, and it is also seen in sunflower or pumpkins. The hypogeal germination is exactly opposite of the epigeal. Here the upper portion of embryo, that is epicotyle, it will grow much rapidly in comparison to the hypocotyle. And when the upper portion, when the epicotyle will grow, growth will push the rest part of the embryo further inside the ground. As you can see here, the embryo is getting further pushed inside the ground because the upper part, the epicotyle, is elongating. As a result, when the cotyledons will open, when plumule will come out, when radicle will come out, these episodes will occur below the surface of ground, hence hypogeal germination. And here in the left part of the image, you can see the epigeal germination, wherein the hypocotyle has elongated and it has pushed the embryo above the ground. Then we have the rare type of germination called as Viviparous germination. Usually when we talk about these terms like vivipary, oviparia, or ovivipary, these are concerned with the animals. But why viviparous term being used here? Because in this type of germination, it is a rare germination. It occurs in the plants which live near harsh conditions, especially near the saline marshes, like the mangroves. So here the seed germinates inside the fruit, and at the time when the fruit is still attached to the parent plant. So fruit has not dispersed, fruit has not fallen, seed has not come out of the fruit, seed is inside the fruit, fruit is attached to the plant, and seed started germination there. That is a new plant grows while the seed is still on the parent plant. This is what happens in vivipary in animals. A fully developed young one is born. So that is why this type of germination is called as viviparous germination or precocious germination, because it occurs before the seed is dispersed, before the seed is released, the germination occurs inside the fruit. Not only inside the fruit, but when the fruit is attached to the parent plant. Why this happens? It is because these plants have to grow in the saline, marshy conditions, and a young seed, a delicate seed, won't tolerate such conditions. As a result, the germination occurs when the young seed is settled inside the fruit on the parent plant, so it has all the favorable conditions, so it germinates on the plant, and when it grows, the fruit falls, and the fruit with the new plant falls, and the plantlet falls, and it goes down into the marshy habitat and starts growing into a new plant. Such a germination is called as viviparous germination. It is mainly seen in the mangroves. So in this video we have discussed three types of germinations: the epigeal, above ground germination, while the hypocotyl elongatus pushes the embryo above the surface of earth; the hypogeal, while the epicotyl elongatus and pushes the embryo down the surface; and the viviparous, where the germination occurs inside the fruit and when the fruit is attached to the parent plant. We hope you will like this video, and we hope you will subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Thanks.